evening, viewers, and welcome to this edition of NTV Sports Page. It's Wednesday, the 11th of October. I'm Curtis Morton. In our headlines, Drought wins double wicket competition, and in our feature for this evening, Hard Times takes care of Pioneers. We'll take this break and I'll be right back.
I know a place where the sun and the sea collide. No stress, only pure vibes. Untouched by time, always on the rising. I know a place where the mangoes ever sweet, just like the people like to meet. They call it the Queen of the Caribbean. So come let we meet. Then we meet up at Tuwali. Ahead of the having a party. Everything from town to my name's in it. So you know that the thing gon' be irate. And we got judgments and all align. Don't watch face, it's a happy time. Open your eyes, take flight, feel alive when you touch down, can't leave it. Nice, leave it, nice, leave it, nice. Come take a line and leave it. Nice, leave it, nice, leave it, nice. Time of your life and leave it. Nice, leave it, nice, leave it, nice. Trust you and I and leave it. Nice, leave it, nice, leave it, nice. Hey, lush and green are the hills, crystal beaches and sugar mills. Come there we go, bad village, dip in the springs, unwind and chill. Break it and ginger and in it. Hang down and no sky limit. From the top of the peak I sing it. There's no place else I'd rather be living. So leave it nice, leave it nice.
Well, I'm back and we start with cricket. As part of its months of activities, the Nevis Disaster Office held a double wicket competition at the VOJN grounds on Saturday, 7th October. 6 teams participated. Excessive Heat, the players, Patrick Newton and Veli Maynard; Drought, Tyrrell Mills and Peter Charles; Excessive Heat number 1, players, Wendell Wallace and Gary Simmons; Comprehensive Disaster Management, CDM, players, Tyree and Kamari; Coastal Erosion, players, Deshaun James and Kijana Daniel; Hurricane, players, Latoya Busu and Curlin Liebert; Earthquake, Kimani Nisbet and Ajani Dida; Comprehensive Disaster Management, players, Curtis Dorr and Sterling Heidegger. Team Hurricane was replaced by Earthquake. The finals was played between Drought and Earthquake. Earthquake batted first and scored a competitive 24 for 1, and Drought in response struck 21 from the first over, but struggled in the second over, just getting over the line from the 5th ball of the over. The Drought team, comprising of Peter Charles and Tyrrell Mills, collected a cool $800 and a trophy for their efforts, and runners-up Earthquake, comprising of Kimani Nisbet and Ajani Dida, they collected $500. Director at the Disaster Management Office, Mr. Brian Dyer, thanks everyone who participated and helped to make the competition a success. We'll take this break and I'll be back with our feature for this evening.
Coming in hot, hot, hot.
Yes, look at this. We are watching NTV. Stay tuned.
Coming in red hot, hot, hot.
Well, I'm back, and tonight we feature football. On Sunday, the 8th October, in Game 2 in the Nevis Football Association's Challenge Series, Hard Times came up against Pioneers. It was a hard-fought game, but by the final whistle, Hard Times had netted twice without a response from the Pioneers team. Final score, Hard Times 2, Pioneers 0. We go to the Nevis Athletic Stadium and we get some of the action.
It's Hard Times coming up against the Dominicans. And so just to remind you that the Dominicans are all Dominican nationals except for Gassano Barry, who normally keeps goal for them. I think he should be keeping goal for them tonight. Hard Times in the yellow and white. And in terms of the other team, Dominica team, they're in kind of green. And so they're in the usual formation. So the meet and greet, and then we'll have more intense action here. We had a very good first game, I must tell you. Very intense. Brownhill coming up against Bath, and the more renowned team Bath going under 2-1. Brownhill winning that one. Well, it's not the Dominicans, it's the Pioneers team. Pioneers coming up against Hard Times. So in green is Pioneers. So let me correct that very early. It's Pioneers coming up against Bath, and Pioneers, a very competitive team too. Very good team. And so it's the Hard Times team in a bit of a huddle, and they'll be looking to hopefully win this one. So too Pioneers would be looking to hopefully win this one. Game about to get going. Some of the female officiators getting a chance. There she is, one of the SKNFA's recruits, one of Malcolm Ramsey's scholars. So Hard Times in yellow top with the touch. Referee says play. So Hard Times with the touch. No, knocking it forward. Nice work, but the defense for Pioneers getting into the mix. Hard Times with a possible run through, being heavily marked. No. Pushing it around nicely. Now missed. Here's a possible chance. The goal is quick. And well, still in play. Still in play. That's interesting. Still in play. Ball still being knocked around. Hamilton now clears the danger. But very quickly responding there is Hard Times. A lot of movements, a lot of passing. And can he keep it in? It's still in play. Running the line, but keeping it in play. Interestingly enough, still with Hard Times. Ball being passed around, short passes. Goes for the side kick. Now he's trying to turn. Gone in. Hard Times has scored very early. Hard Times has scored very early. Well, well, well. That was quick. That was super quick. And left the Pioneers defense stranded and knocked in. Mills tried his utmost but just couldn't pull that one in. So 1-0 very early in this game. So now Pioneers applying pressure at the top. But Hard Times clearing the danger, having a lot of space too. Hard Times applying more pressure here. Hard Times applying more pressure, but good defensive work there by Pioneers. Pioneers now running the line on the left flank. Pioneers now running the line on the left flank. And well, a little bit of jostling there for ball control. Pioneers with some space. Nice work at the top. And heads go up. And still Pioneers applying pressure. The ball has been knocked out. So now Pioneers can apply some pressure. It's a flowing. right up at the top. So this could, a good strong throw could apply pressure. Now, how does he turn? He drives and defended and knocked out. And they have won a corner kick, so more pressure now being applied on the Hard Times goal because Pioneers has a corner kick. So lots of movement as there's the corner kick. Got a boot to it, but not knocking it in. And it's back with Pioneers on the left flank. Pioneers still with the touch. Pioneers being rushed by the Hard Times player. And so Pioneers still with the touch. Passes off nicely. Short passes. Now he goes midfield. He tries to control. Still not quite in control. Knocks it now to his teammate. Allows it to go further right. Now he goes central. And still with Hard Times. No, Hard Times on the right flank. The man is open. The man is open, trying to make sure that he's an offside. Crosses here, but nobody rushing through. Goalkeeper has all the chance to get there and grab onto it. And was thinking about just rolling it out and then change his mind. Goes for the big kick headed by Morton. Hard Times trying to apply pressure at the top. Nice work there by the defense for Pioneers. Pioneers now with the touch. Pioneers going through. Pioneers still with the touch. Pioneers still with the touch. Still Pioneers going forward. He can't control. Taken away by Hard Times. Back with Pioneers. Pushes forward nicely. Pioneers applying pressure at the top. Pioneers applying pressure at the top. Hits it to his goalkeeper who can't hold it, and so he knocks it out. So it's going to be a throw-in for Pioneers. There's the throw-in. And the ball has been headed out. So it's another throw-in for Pioneers. So Pioneers with the throw-in. Jostle for ball control. Now Pioneers knocking it around nicely. Pioneers at the top, but the defense for Hard Times clearing the danger just for the moment. Pioneers still knocking the ball around nicely. Pioneers being pushed back now towards their goalkeeper. Short pass, good short pass. Now it's still Pioneers with the touch. Hard Times getting inside there. Hard Times with the touch. Now goes to the right flank. And the player now is going to try to push through. Here's a possible, offside whistle goes as he was rushing through. And that looks like Adrian Williams. He's very quick over the turf, I could tell you. So Adrian Williams playing for Hard Times, and he's a very dangerous player. Tries to get control, misses. The whistle goes. It's against the Hard Times team. It's going to be Pioneers ball. So Pioneers now could apply some pressure with this free kick. Looks like Jaron Hamilton who is going to take the free kick. A very good player. There's the kick. Went for the low flat kick. But it's still with Pioneers, Pioneers now with a possible run through. Pioneers with a possible run through, but Hard Times defending stoutly. Takes it away now on the right flank. Hard Times pushes through, but the defense for Pioneers decides to push it further onto the, is there a whistle? No, there's no whistle. No, Hard Times, Pioneers with a possible chance, but the goalkeeper is there and grabs onto it, and he has been probably hit by the player. We might get a card issued here because the goalkeeper seems to have been hit by the player, and I don't know if a card has been issued. Let's see if the player is going off. I'm not sure if a card has been issued because the Pioneers player seems to have been given his walk-in ticket. Is he off? He's off. That's interesting. Now Hard Times with a possible run through. He's going to try to cross. No, he tries to hook. And the danger cleared by Pioneers. Hard Times getting in the mix though. Back with Pioneers. Pioneers still with the touch. Pioneers now on the left flank. Pioneers on the left flank. The Hard Times defense marking, but he is shaking one. He drives. Hard Times gets ahead to it, and then the goalie comes out and grabs onto it. So saving the day. So it's still 1-0. Not the best of kicks that. Who is going to keep that in? Nobody's going to keep that in, are they? Nobody's going to keep that in. Adrian Williams is quick, but not quick enough. So it's going to be a throw-in for Pioneers team. Hard Times gets a boot to it, but Pioneers responds quickly. The whistle goes. It's against Hard Times, so it's going to be a free kick now for Pioneers. So Pioneers with the kick. Intercepted there by Hard Times. So Hard Times now running through. Hard Times with a possible run through here. Hard Times with a possible run through. He's been pushed out by Hamilton. So it's going to be throwing for Hard Times. Still with Hard Times. Back with Pioneers. Hard Times now with a possible run through. And there was Adrian Williams rushing through, but nicely done by the defense for Pioneers. And so Pioneers now with a possible run through. And Pioneers with a possible run through, trying to shake that man. And now Hard Times with the touch. Pioneers with the touch. Pioneers with the touch. Morton gets a touch. And Pioneers going back now. How he does he deal with it? He decides to push it to his goalie, and he can't hold it, so he pushes it back, and now he's under some pressure. He kicks it away. Under pressure, kicking it out, apologizes. So it's going to be a throw-in now for Hard Times. There's a throw-in. It's a good, strong throw-in. Nicely headed there by number 7 and knocked out. So there's the throw-in for Pioneers. Trapped and passed off, but possible run through here now for Hard Times. Possible run through here for Hard Times. And needs some help. He's pulled down. There's no whistle. There was a loud shout and an appeal by the Hard Times players, but the referee wasn't impressed. And so it's back now with Pioneers. Now a man goes down for Pioneers again. There's no whistle. So now it's back with Hard Times, trying to find space. He goes too hard on the left flank, but maybe it is controlled. It is. And this time he knocks it out. Good defensive work there by Pioneers. So urging the players to mark early, Hamilton. So here's the throw-in. Good throw-in too. Heads go up. Adrian Williams got somewhere inside there. Not the best of plays, trying to keep it in, but he has knocked it out. It's going to be another throw-in for the Hard Times team. There's the throw-in. Well. That looked a little fancy there. Well. The crowd appreciated that. Now knocking it on the right flank. Pioneers on the right flank. Pioneers on the right flank, but being heavily guarded there by the, well, there's a possible run through, but here's a chance here now over the crossbar. Adrian Williams was rushing through looking for the ball, but the player decided to go direct, went too high. Those short passes, not my kettle of fish really, but I'm clearing the danger for the moment. And this with Pioneers, Pioneers trying to set up the play, pass it off, nice short passes, but man has been knocked asunder, and that looks like Adrian Williams being knocked over there. The whistle has gone, so it's going to be a free kick for Hard Times. Free kick for Hard Times. And this could be pretty interesting. The wall formation now here for Pioneers. And the goalkeeper did well on that occasion, grabbing onto it. Now on the offensive is Pioneers, but the Hard Times players got there very quickly and took control of the ball. So it's back with Hard Times. Short passes, ball being passed around nicely. Short passes, still trying to run through. Headed nicely there by the defense for Pioneers. He decides to knock it out. Man goes down for Hard Times, but he's back on his feet. He'll be okay. So it's going to be a throw-in now for Hard Times. There's the throw-in. Decides to kick it out. So it's a free kick for the Pioneers team. Goes for the right flank, trying to rush through, trying to go wider. Ball has been knocked out of touch. So it's a throw-in for Hard Times. A little bit of jostling there by the player for Pioneers. And the referee has given him a free kick now for Hard Times. So Hard Times with the free kick. So it's going to be a throw-in now for the Pioneers team. And apparently it's a foul show. So not good work there by the Pioneers player. It's going to be a throw-in now for Hard Times. And Curtis Moon Jr. is going to take the throw. He normally has some very big throws. This is going to go far, I could tell you. Just as I indicated, heads go up, goalkeeper bubbles with it slightly and then grabs onto it. So just rolls it out to his teammate. Ball wide on the right flank, pushes it through. Still, no, he's been heavily marked. He goes, oh, he screams. He screams and the referee, well, that was dramatic, because he certainly screamed and rolled over, went tumbling over. And let's hope he's okay. But certainly a bit of drama there. And he's back on his feet. Any cards issued? In the previous match, we saw a lot of cards issued. This referee probably doesn't have any cards. No card issued. So here goes. Pioneers back in focus here, but getting quickly to the ball is Hard Times. Losing it back to Pioneers. Pioneers rushing through. Pioneers passes off more on the left flank. Pioneers, the ball has been knocked out by the Hard Times defender. So it's going to be a throw-in now. Trying to rush forward there. Hard times. Hard times rushing through. Adrian Williams can't find the ball. Adrian Williams finally finds the ball. Adrian Williams, he's good. He's quick. He's quick. There's a possible cross, but good defensive work there. But it's still with hard times. He drives, headed nicely, and out. Hamilton, number 12, very good defender, got in the mix and headed it out. So now looking quick, there's the Pioneers, and the ball quickly taken there. The referee says no, you work on my instruction. So it's going to be a free kick for hard times. Free kick taken, not controlled, and so still with hard times. Hard times with the touch, goes wide on the left flank. He's going to try to turn, passes back to his teammate. So still with hard times, pushing forward now, chips it forward. The goalkeeper rushes out, grabs onto it, puts the knee up in the ear to protect himself in case the player was going to charge into him, and that deterred the player. Now it's on the bad player, headed it nicely to his goalie, who was able to hold on with both hands. Now man goes down. The referee is right on the spot and looks as if, let's see what he's indicating here. No cards. I think this referee doesn't have any cards. The other referee, well, he had a lot of cards, and he just decided that he's going to do a distribution program tonight. Really gave out a lot of cards. Now it's hard times. Man is open. Ball being passed around. Ball being passed around. Still hard times. Hard times with the touch. And Pioneers getting in the mix, but hard times still with the touch. Short passes, trying to rush through. Trying to run the line, and Pioneers defenders really working overtime, keeping the ball back there. Nice touch by Pioneers with a possible run through here. Pioneers with a possible run through, but the hard times defenders got in the mix, and so it's still with hard times. Hard times now passing the ball around nicely, and Morton goes wide on the right flank. Can he control? He is in control. He's going to pass. He passes off. Maybe too hard. No, he's still in play. Nicely. That's Hamilton. He has worked overtime. And nicely worked there and knocked out. So it's a flooring now. And hard times. Ball being passed around, short passes. Is he going to drive from there? He has the space, but good defensive work, getting in the way. Is the defender for Pioneers. And hard times, still trying to get through. Hard times with the touch. Needs some help. And stopped for the moment. Still hard times, trying to rush through. Ball being knocked around. Pioneers goes after it. Pioneers passes off to his teammate. Headed there. Pioneers trying to run through, but not getting to the ball. Ball being passed around. Morton is rushing through, being heavily marked. And now I think, let's see if a card will be issued finally. Morton with a sliding tackle there, and no card. Man went down, but the ball has been awarded to Pioneers. So It's going to be Pioneers with the free kick. He decides to go way on the left flank, and I think he has knocked it out. No, he's still in play. So he's still in play. So going center now. But hard times with the touch, hard times. Been knocking it around, goes onto the right flank. Hard times. He has a lot of space. Nobody pressuring him. No, he's being pressured and passes off now. Still hard times. Still hard times. No, back now with Pioneers. Pioneers now trying to set up the play going forward. Pioneers short passes. Pioneers still with the touch. Pioneers more on the left flank now. And hard times. No, he shakes that man nicely. But the Pioneers player, the defenders got into the mix and knocked it out.
Well, that's our package for this evening. I am Curtis Morton, reminding you that you can watch sports if you're not fit. But to play sports requires fitness, diligence, and sacrifice. Have a good night.